What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know that when it comes to my opinion in Call of Duty, I always expect things to get worse. You know, there used to be a time where every single time something bad that happened within the community, within the game, wherever it occurred, I always thought it can't get worse, right? This is so horrifically bad that there's no possible way anything worse can happen to the Call of Duty franchise. But time and time and time again, every single development team, Activision, and the overall game itself has let me down in ways that I can't even explain, to the point, like I said, that stuff like I'm about to show you guys, this stuff doesn't even shock me anymore. But it's just going to be more proof that this franchise, this game that we all know and love, is going to be continuing on this horrible downward spiral. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and hop into the topic of today's video, I do want to mention, as usual, we are on the grind to 50,000 subscribers. If you guys do enjoy the content that you see here today, if you enjoy FPS stuff like Call of Duty, Battlefield, or any other game out there, then by all means, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. And also, last but not least, if you guys do want to catch me live streaming, I will be live today around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time over on Kick. So if you guys want to see that, I chat up with you guys 24/7 over on there. The link to all of my socials are down in the description of this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, all of this stuff does not surprise me anymore. And I've had a lot of people in my other video come up and say, JB, obviously it was a bug, so on and so forth. And yeah, obviously, as time has come out, Infinity Ward have addressed it and have stated that it is a bug within the game. But it doesn't shock me if potentially Activision behind the scenes would have done something as far as taking Building 21 out of DMZ and only allowing the paid customers to have access to that overall map. It wouldn't shock me, and these reasons right here are exactly why. If you haven't seen just yet, and probably a lot of you guys haven't, because a lot of people who watch my content here don't even play Modern Warfare 2, but if you haven't seen, oh my god, they put in a bundle in the store that is worth $30. Ladies and gentlemen, we have passed the level of, I thought we were going to be capped at 25, but we are now hitting $30 bundles in Call of Duty titles. I told everybody, a lot of content creators have told everybody that it's only going to get worse if we keep coughing up money for these horribly priced bundles in the stores. Whether you like the game, hate the game, whatever it is, man, we can all agree that the way they are handling microtransactions in Call of Duty and their live service methods, how they actually produce maps and produce content in the game, it's a very slow paced, movement, along with, like I said, horrible microtransactions. These prices are absurd. A lot of people don't support this. There's other live service methods that are a lot more efficient, way more efficient than what we got right now with Call of Duty. This is basically unacceptable out of a AAA developed game that is one of the most well-known FPS shooters known to mankind. But if people keep feeding into these horrible business practices, then guess what's going to happen? They're just going to get worse. They're not going to stay the same, and they're not going to get better. If you keep feeding into it at the rate that this community is, it's going to get worse. They're going to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing until the threshold is finally hit. And I don't like the fact that right now this is not considered the threshold. Why is the threshold not considered down to like $15, $20 for a stupidly premium, absolute lit bundle? But honestly, I want around the $10 to $15 range and keep it like how Battlefield does it, where you can open up the bundles, you can see what's inside, and you can specifically pick things out of the bundle that you might want. So if you don't want everything in there, if you only want an assault rifle skin instead of getting a skin for a character and getting a skin for, 50 other things, if you just want the AR skin, you can pay 500 God points, $5 instead of paying 15 to 20. That's what I want out of this game. But that's not the threshold, because we keep feeding in to their horrible business practices. And here we are at a point where bundles are finally reaching $30. I'm going to show you guys what's in this actual bundle as well. You can take a look right here. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is considered $30. I just want to state that, yes, all of this stuff is reactive. It's all animated. So, there's like I don't know, a frosty fog mist going around the character. I don't know what to call it. Same thing with the weapons. There's like lightning going around the weapons live and in action while, you're running around, and it also shoots trace around. Same thing with the sniper rifle. And then you get calling cards, all this stuff, whatever, ATI. All that stuff doesn't matter. The things that are worth money in that bundle are the character skin and the weapon skins. And they are basically saying that these reactive camos in this bundle are worth $30. Do you guys not remember what the prices were like back in the day? Black Ops 4 had, again, it might not be my complete style, even though they did have some pretty cool skins, but at the end of the day, their bundles were not priced as high as these. And they looked just as good, if not better, and had way more crazy features on the weapons. I mean, some guns were even turned into freaking like airplanes, bro. I mean, I don't know how we got to this price tag. Like I said, it's Activision testing. And every single time they test, we prove to them that we'll cough up money. They did it with the Black Cell bundle. It was a massive freaking success. And now there's a $30 bundle in the game. Like, are you serious? Guys, this is the direction that the game is going. If you think it's going anywhere else, I'm sorry to say it's not, because everybody keeps putting money into the title. And if you say it's not happening, I'm sorry to say, but it is. The second this was introduced into the game, I hopped into the experience. Almost every single game I would see at least, in 10v10 Mosh Pit, of course, at least 3 to 4, maybe even 5 people running around with this skin on. And I'll be real with you, it doesn't even look that insane. There's supposed to be like a mist going around the character. I never even notice it. The character almost looks like the default character at times. And you're paying $30 for that. The only thing you really notice is basically the tracers that come out of the gun, because you don't even notice the actual, it's not worth $30. It's clean. I'll give it that. It's clean, because this is the art style that, if they wanted to do stuff that's a little bit crazier, this is how I would want them to do it in an Infinity Ward game. I'll be honest with you guys, but the way they price it is absolutely awful. There's no way around it. There's no way of supporting it. There isn't. There's no arguing this. $30 for digital content is ridiculous. And the worst part about it is it's not going to transfer over. People, we are spending this much money on a game that only lasts about 1 year. These skins don't transfer. They don't allow them to transfer. It's ridiculous. Do you know how many skins people lost when Warzone 1 transferred over to Warzone 2? My goodness. And the same thing is going to happen here. This skin will eventually vanish. Poof. Be non-existent. Unless this game is still populated 10 years down the road, But I don't know if you want to hop back on this game at that point. It's not going to be worth it. Activision is going to make sure it's not going to be worth it. And ladies and gentlemen, it has gotten so bad that we are at the point where they're even selling audio cues to weapons now. I mean, look at the top section of this. The Throwback Pack 09 Weapon Audio Bundle will take you back to the OG Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 2009, with 2 weapon blueprints, the good old days assault rifle and the Latchman Classic SMG, complete with familiar attachments and retrofitted audio from that Call of Duty era. I'll be honest, that's pretty cool. But seriously, and 110%, because this is not going to be a small little pack that you could purchase. Back in the day, if this was back in like the days of Black Ops 2, this audio cue bundle would be $5 right now. It would be like $2, $3, maybe $5 tops to get all of these cool things, right? Current date, I guarantee just for these 2 weapons, they're going to charge anywhere from $20 to $30. And mark my words right now, and I swear to God, if it comes out any other way, I will be absolutely shocked. But it's no way they're not going to sell off on nostalgia, because that's all this is. They're working off nostalgia, and they know they can sell it to people. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to further prove the point that they are just going to oversell absolutely everything in the game. It's extraordinarily depressing that this is the time that we live in. Personally, I feel like they would get more money if the prices were more reasonable. I feel like I would cough up way more than I do right now. I do on Battlefield. Again, Battlefield is a game that I support a little bit more, so I feel more open to actually purchasing stuff. But even if Modern Warfare 2 turned out to be that way, the prices are still absolutely absurd. Like I said, I don't know if I can sit there and actually think of putting that, like, unless, money, I just love burning money. But I don't love burning money. I truthfully don't. $30. I'd much rather, get some grub or something with that money than get a skin that I know won't be relevant in a year from now, bro. I just like $30. That's half the price tag of a full priced game. Like, I don't get it. Back in the day, you used to spend $100, and that $100 would be bundled with all the map packs. So you would get the base game with all the DLC content for the full year for $100. Activision literally has people out here coughing up $200, $300, $400, $500 plus dollars, probably thousands of dollars into these games now when it used to be 100, capped at 100. That's probably why they do it, because they see the money that they can make in from it. Forget having just a base, set of money, $60 to $100, expand on that and make an absolute fortune, because that's what's happening here. And like I said, who else is to blame? Nobody else besides us. We are the reason the prices are this high. If we didn't cough up the cash, there would be no chance the game would even be able to make it to freaking, $25, $30 probably. But because we keep coughing up money, this is how it's supposed to be now. It just is. It's the natural way of things, I guess. And I guess we'll never be able to go back and witness the days of Black Ops 2 where you can literally have a full catalog of camos that are, very easily priced, very cheap prices that are, great for everyone. I don't know. It's a sad time to be a Call of Duty fan. That's basically the moral of the story. It's a sad time to be a COD fan. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, for brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so: Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.